We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go! Here we go. 70 in. 58, right there. Dog. Watch the screen. Check 99. Check 99.
First carry for James Conner. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 11. This will be caught by Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
Come on, set.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up. Let's go.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Showing it. Check 20.
On 1st down, it's Conner. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and walk.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run the counter. Hines. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Check 31, check 31, go. Hold the look, hold. 58 for Mike, 58. Ready.
Here's Connor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
It's third down and 6.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded inside the 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a
now a hit and lock, lost the football, it's out. After one, a 14-3 ball game. They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now it's Hines. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go. Come on.
from the gun on third down. Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And that pickup will be good for a first down. Give them 10 yards exactly on the quick slant. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Box try.
2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Watch twist.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Long. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, it's Hines. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line 40! 54! Line 54! You don't want this.
A shotgun snap for Locke. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. They run with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Luck on third and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after now from Catanzaro. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next to score, Colts 21, Titans 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Back to throw, Love. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Hines. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Off of play action, Luck. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Now that's the takeaway. That's how the defense scores points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Hey, check out. Right, 40. 65.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over first down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They run again with Hines. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check, 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 check. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Yes! 58 for Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They can't hang with us. Watch the ship. What happened?
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go. 70 in. Hey, tighten that. Scene 6. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 52, Mike 52. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Ready.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Colts take over
We
first
play
and
to
10
win.
at their own
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
X3, 218, chop it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Campbell downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 260 outlaw.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Luck. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in, frankly. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Connor going backwards here on the first down carry. Stopped up for a loss of a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. On the move to his left. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All day, every day, any day. Check 4.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Titans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. On third down, it's Connor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. It's complete to Robinson. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Titans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
58 to Mike. Not here. Ready, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Love. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Got him in. It's Brown. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Down. Right there. 6 yards. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Cut.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Watch the run.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Colts, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.